Hi, I'm back again. This time I wanted to talk a little bit about what has been going on more with President Obama and Barack Obama. And I'd like to call my little podcasting or broadcasting or whatever I'm doing here, I'd like to call it talking shit. And basically, I'm not implying feces, I'm implying dialogue. Maybe sort of a rap, the proper word for dialoguing in Obamics, in Obonics, Ebonics is talking shit really means just dialoguing. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit more about Barack Obama because I think as a black male who hopefully isn't on his way to prison or anything or doing drugs or drinking, who doesn't have $1 trillion. I'm not part of a super black, super PAC, or super whack job. And I feel as though that Barack Obama is an amazing person who has made several mistakes, who isn't the love child of Reverend Wright and some psychopathic black woman. He has a history. He learned some stuff. He's changed with what he's learned about stuff. And that's why I love him the most. And the gay marriage issue, I personally feel that Barack Obama humanized himself, regardless of the fact that it may have been political or for financial gain or whatever. He still had to make a decision, is what people are leaving out. And when you sit and listen to your children, and you look at the life around you, and you draw a conclusion and make decisions realistically, you got my vote. Instead of this sort of marionette doll kind of, y'all come back now, This man, when I watch his mannerisms and the way they film him dealing with individuals and people, and the way he helps out with his daughter's, baseball coaching a basketball team for one of his daughters. I respect him. I love him. I get emails from the campaign because I've helped with donating and stuff. And I'm encouraging people to vote for Barack Obama. And the reason why I'm doing that is because of my own personal beliefs, which means you don't have to vote for Barack Obama. And to kind of demonize him rather than just saying you're going to vote for him or not, to me is really kind of silly. And one more topic, too, while I'm on a roll here. I like this. Racism. I think that people are very prejudiced in this society of ours. And, the way the Hispanic population and the Latino population and the way the Asian community and the way the blacks are being treated, thank God for white people that are not out of their mind. Thank God for the white people in this society who know that racism and sexism and homophobia is BS, Thank God that everybody is not, blocked off with their own fears and that people are real and people know it, It's good to be amongst the real, I really am grateful that we're amongst the real, when we go out in the community, we see these young people occupying and saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Give us the money. No, but, give us our space. Give us our freedom. If I'm gay and I want to be married, I don't understand, and I hate just saying white people, but, government or policy, but it's like, you can insure a dog and leave an animal $12 million, but a grown-ass man and a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman and an adult woman can't marry, but we can insure goldfish and shit. I mean, it's a little backwards. So I'm just really grateful that my President Barack Obama is real He has mistakes. He has problems. He has children. He has a wife. He has a changing perspective of reality. He is learning stuff about himself. He is growing toward or forward with all kinds of neat things that could benefit everybody in our entire American community. I love the way he deals with the world leaders. This past summit that's going on, or has ended, I believe it ends today. How Barack Obama is kind of like, you know, other world leaders don't look at him in a weird way all the time. I mean, he really is kind of like, oh, that's Barack. Okay. Oh yeah, you gonna go? Are we gonna go Starbucks? Okay. And they treat Barack like one of the guys, you know. And Barack keeps it from being just a good old boy thing. He brings an attitude and a mannerism to the conversation about our country that is duly noted. And I respect this man so much, you know. When he made that announcement last week, 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I just said, look, this guy knows that this would cost him the election. I mean, they had to weigh that out. And instead of him being fearful about that, what he did was he did it anyway, you know. And yeah, certain people are going to give him some money. But there was always people who weren't going to give him nothing, especially a vote. And he still went ahead and, you know, weighed out the response of the black churches and stuff. And, you know, I'm not going to go into why the black community is so, not the entire black community, but there's a large portion of the black community that's very homophobic. And I think that adds to the ignorance of other issues, like HIV protection and stuff like that. When everybody, I don't like using words like everybody, but when a large group of people are choosing to be cocooned up into their ignorance about stuff, and how that ignorance can spread and cause more ignorance. And I occupy the stand, enough is enough, you know. Let's start learning, let's start changing, and let's start voting for Barack Obama. and let's start helping each other not have so much negative drama, you know. I don't know nothing about Mitt Romney. The only thing I know about Mitt Romney is that I'm not going to really vote for him. And I say that because I want to and I can't. And if you want to say something and you want to feel something, I guess you can do what I'm doing and create a little video. That's all I have for now. Once again, this is DeAndre talking shit.